Hey everyone, this is my second video in quite a long time. So as I said in my last video, I'm going to be trying to do videos more frequently than I have been. So this video, I just want to talk about a couple things. Number one, Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving here in Canada, if you're watching from somewhere other than Canada, and it went okay. It's for those of you who are, on a diet or nutrition plan or a lifestyle change or whatever it is that you want to call it, the holidays can always be a little difficult, because I find the holidays is when people almost allow themselves to overindulge, almost think that, well, it's the holidays, so everyone does it for the holidays, so I'll just fit in with everyone else and I'll overindulge. I do my best not to. It can be hard. It can be really hard. But one thing which ties into my Thanksgiving that I don't believe I mentioned on my previous videos is, as I said, I've changed some habits. One habit that I have changed is I have stopped eating meat. I haven't eaten meat in probably a good 6-7 months now, and that's a change in itself. I mean, I've ate meat since I was a baby, like, it just seems to be the norm, is everyone just eats meat, and I don't know, I've completely changed that. I had a period in my life about maybe 2 years ago where I decided I was going to stop eating meat as well. I don't know, it hit me all of a sudden. I don't know, I think I was making chicken one night or something for supper, and it grossed me out. It was the smell of it, it was the sight of it, it was just the feel of it. I decided I can't do this, I can't eat this. Back then, I think it only lasted maybe 2 weeks where I didn't eat meat, and then I went back and I started eating meat again, and I have eaten meat for the last, like I said, 6 or 7 months ago. Until then, I ate meat, and I haven't. And a lot of people have a lot of questions about that. A lot of people, the first question is, why? Why would you stop eating meat? It tastes so good. I disagree. I guess it all started for me was probably how a lot of it starts is I watched a documentary. The documentary that I watched was called Vegucated. It was available on Netflix. It probably still is. For those of you who want to check it out, I actually highly, highly recommend this video for anyone to watch. Whether you currently eat meat, you don't eat meat, you want to continue eating meat, you want to maybe think about not eating meat, whatever it is you want to do. This video, I think, is a great video for anyone to watch, no matter what you decide or how you feel. There were some things in this video that really opened my eyes. There were some things that I never thought of before, that it was one of those things, it's like you see it and then you say to yourself, oh my god, how could I not have thought of that? It's like, that's so simple. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Great video, Vegucated. Please check it out. It's an awesome video. And since I watched that video, there was just some things morally, ethical issues that I didn't agree with. And if I don't agree with them, I can't eat meat. So since then, I haven't had meat, and it started with just being a vegetarian, because, people who don't eat meat are vegetarians. And in the beginning, I would still eat fish, and I would still have dairy products. It was just the actual meat itself I completely cut out. Like I said, that was about 6 or 7 months ago. I don't know what I would call myself right now. I honestly don't. 6 or 7 months ago, I was a vegetarian who did not eat meat, but still had fish, still had dairy. I no longer do that either. I would say I guess I call myself a strict vegetarian, somewhere between vegetarian and vegan, not 100% vegan. So you're probably wondering, well, what do you eat? Well, I don't eat any meat, so absolutely no beef, no chicken, no pork, no duck, no fish, no shellfish, no meat whatsoever. I do not eat eggs. I do not drink cow's milk. Occasionally I still have a little bit of cheese, but I'm trying to cut cheese out too. That seems to be the one thing I'm having a hard time letting go of. But I don't really have that much cheese at all. So I don't have anything with gelatin in it, no animal byproducts, so like no beef or chicken stocks or broths or anything like that. No gravy that has beef or chicken products in it. So I'm not quite vegan because I still have the odd piece of cheese or some shredded cheese on a salad. So I'm not 100% vegan, but I'm probably definitely closer to vegan than I am to vegetarian. I don't have any sour creams or mayonnaises or anything like that. If I do, they're vegan. A lot of the products I am eating is vegan. I also have vegan butter, things like that. So just with saying that, that's why my Thanksgiving, I guess, was a little different too. This was my first Thanksgiving without turkey. And actually, I was fine with it. The reason I say it was a little different was my mother, I don't think she quite understands my decision. I mean, I can't blame her. You know, she grew up on meat. She continues to eat beef. That's what she knows. And to her, when as soon as she hears I don't eat meat, her first reaction is, oh, that's not healthy. What do you mean you don't eat meat? You have to eat meat. If you don't eat meat, you don't get the nutrients, you don't get the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, and you're going to be very unhealthy. And you know, she's very old school. She hasn't done a lot of research. She doesn't realize that I can get those things from other foods, and that I do. So I mean, I can't blame her, right? That's how she was raised. That's the world she grew up in. She hasn't done research into anything new since that. So I don't blame her, but it was a little tricky. You know, like I was upfront with her and I said, these are the things I don't eat. I do not expect you to you know, change anything you were planning on making for Thanksgiving. I will probably make some of my own items and bring them. I offered to bring, you know, like a quinoa salad, you know, things like that that other people could also have, but things that I knew I could eat. So I didn't expect her to just completely make a whole new menu. And I got a lot of resistance from her, a lot of resistance, which was a little hard for me. You know, I mean, I know she's trying to be supportive, but she's having a hard time grasping it. Because again, I think she feels that, oh, well, if you don't eat meat and you don't eat these other things with animal products, then the food you're eating is not going to taste good, and it's going to be like eating cardboard, and it's not going to be flavorful, and that's just not the case. So anyway, I took a quinoa salad, a cashew quinoa salad. I also took vegan cupcakes, and she did reluctantly have some of the salad, and she actually really enjoyed it, which was great. And she had a cupcake, and she could not believe they were vegan cupcakes. She could not believe it, and I was quite surprised. At the end there, she really embraced it, and she actually did make vegan stuffing. I was going to make my own and take it, and I had no problem doing that, but she called me up and said, you know what, I found a recipe online, and I'm going to try it. Let's try it. I'll make both, just in case no one likes it, because of course she still thought there'd be you know, it wouldn't taste good. But actually the vegan stuffing, people liked it way better than the regular stuffing that had, you know, the drippings and stuff and all that kind of thing. So yeah, so actually it was a pretty good eye-opener, and I think she's going to try some new recipes and that kind of thing. So Thanksgiving was okay. Like I said, it was different, not even turkey, but it was okay. I'm also the kind of person that, yes, I don't eat meat. I don't blame someone if they do. I know some vegetarians, some vegans, they really try to push their views on other people. I'm not like that. I think everyone has the right to make their own decision. All I want is to make sure everyone is properly informed on both sides. And like I said, until I watched that documentary, I kind of knew. I kind of knew some things, but I didn't really know. And it was one of those things, kind of like my mom, where, well, I don't want to know about that. And then you got to stop and ask yourself, it's like, well, why would you not want to know? If you know something's probably not quite right, why would you not want to know what they do to the things that you ingest and to the things that you eat? I mean, if you're going to eat meat, don't you want to know how it's raised? Don't you want to know how it's slaughtered? Don't you want to know how it's processed, how it's handled? This is stuff you're putting inside of your body. You should know what they're doing. You should know what's going on. So research, research, research. And at the end of your research, you're still comfortable eating meat, you're still happy eating meat, you don't see anything wrong with eating meat, more power to you. I feel different, and that's why I do not eat meat. So that's kind of where I'm at. So obviously my nutrition has changed completely, and coming up in the next few videos that I do, we will talk about exactly what I eat, how much I eat, you know, that kind of thing. Now, like I said, for me, this is an informed decision I have made for myself. I'm not telling anyone out there you have to be vegetarian, you have to be vegan, to each their own. But if you've thought about it, if you are wondering about it, do some research, look into it. For myself, I can't tell you how much better I feel now that I don't eat meat. In the first month of not eating meat, I lost 7 pounds. And that's just from not eating meat. I feel better. I don't feel so tired. My skin complexion, like my complexion is, in my opinion, better than it was when I was eating meat. My grocery bill is cheaper because I'm not buying meat. There's a lot of benefits. And so far I haven't seen any negative consequences, and I feel good about my decision, and just physically and mentally I feel great. So this is the path I've chosen, and I'm going to continue to stay on this path as long as, you know, I decide to. So that's kind of one big change with me. So I'm kind of curious, all you guys out there who are watching my videos, who are maybe doing some kind of nutrition diet plan, what do you eat? Are you vegetarian? Are you vegan? Are you, do you eat all the food groups? Are you just kind of gluten? What are you guys doing? I'm curious to know. I mean, come on, there's so many fad diets out there. They come out all the time. The weight loss industry is a multi-billion-dollar, industry because of people like us. So I'm just kind of curious, have you found anything that works for you? Let's share some ideas and see where this whole thing goes. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a little video here, show you guys, talk to you about my Thanksgiving, my kind of major nutrition decisions that have changed my eating habits completely. And just to kind of touch base, because like I said, I'm going to try to be doing these videos a lot more consistently. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm hoping the next video will go through what I'm going to be eating in a day, and also talk a little bit about my exercise program, which I am also going to be incorporating here. My husband and I just had our 2nd-year anniversary, and one of the things he got me for anniversary was a gym membership, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to be starting off at the gym here very shortly, and I want to, again, try to keep that consistent and see how that goes, because I definitely need to tone, and I definitely need to lose a few more pounds here and there, and I'm hoping that'll really help. So yeah, that's it for today. Tune in for the next video. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be up, but I will definitely do my best to make sure it is up before too long. So thanks for checking in, guys.